Alright, first thing, my skin is very oily. I don't know why. My hands are very oily. I just put lotion. I haven't put lotion on my face. I don't know why it's oily. I'm pretty sure it's because I haven't. I don't know. I have no idea. Just ignore this, okay? It's a mess. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I have not done this sort of video in a very long time. I know it is crazy. Like, I haven't done this sort of setup in a very long time. I've done like live streams on my laptop. Like, as you can see, it's right here. I've done live streams on my laptop. Like, for the past like I don't know how many months. Like, since like the beginning of the year, I've done like I don't know. I'm gonna say like since January, February. I've been doing live streams. I'm not sure exactly when I started doing live streams, but I started doing them, and I have not done this sort of video, this sort of setup, like face to camera thing, in a very long time. So I apologize if I haven't done one in a very long time. I think it was January when I last did it. Talking about like I think it was trying to please people or whatever. I think it was the last one I did, and that was like February, March. I'm not too sure. That was a long time ago, but I am so excited to be back now, guys. I haven't done this. I miss doing these sort of videos because they're really fun to make. Although it's kind of like, it takes a while to edit and all that stuff. I do miss doing these sort of videos. I do also love doing live streams. They're really fun to do, but I mean, I guess it's quicker and just easier in live streams. You just put a thumbnail up and like, put a description. That's it. Just go live and that's it. But for me, it's been like that, and I also been busy. Like, I've been keeping myself busy on that stuff for the past few months. So that is one thing I want to do a quick update on, and yeah, I'm really excited to be back doing these sort of videos. But without further ado, let's just start with the video. So the topic of the video today is having confidence in yourself. I'm gonna tell you, when I was in middle school, high school, even like the beginning in college, I was so insecure. I'm still dealing with that now. I'm still dealing with that like insecurity and like low self-esteem and all that stuff. But when I was in middle school and high school, I dealt with that really badly. I was like, I am still introvert. Like, I was introvert. I was an introvert. I was super shy. I barely talked to anyone. I barely had any friends because I was super shy. The first thing I think I was super shy about, super insecure about, was I was also insecure about my weight, because back then I was overweight. I'm still kind of am, but whatever. That aside, I was very insecure because of my weight, and when you start to have crushes on girls or whatever, like, you're kind of insecure and all that stuff. But that was back then. Now it's like a kind of different, because like now I'm like I'm an adult, obviously, and like it's a lot different. You slowly get gain confidence on stuff, but back then I was really insecure, really, like, I had low self-esteem, low confidence, low everything. I had low everything, low confidence. I didn't really believe in myself, like, and when I mean by that is like I didn't have any confidence in myself. So yeah, this is the thing I want to talk about, because it's really common for teenagers, not even teenagers, like preteens, like kids who are going to middle school, high school. It's very common for people, for those types of children, those types of high schoolers, kids, to go through suicidal thoughts. So to go through peer pressure, drugs, alcohol, all this stuff, going out and partying, all that stuff, going out with your friends, and like, all that stuff. I went through that stuff. Obviously, like, who doesn't go through that stuff? But I was like, I always said, like, no, you know what, I'm good. That's not me. Like, I'm good. But the thing is, you're gonna be peer pressured to do certain stuff that people think is cool, that it really isn't cool. It's like kind of lame. It's not even good to do. Like, it's kind of like the Bible says, like, bad company corrupts good character. So essentially that's what I'm trying to say. But back then it was like, point aside, that being said, I really had low self-esteem. I really had low I was really insecure about myself, about everything. I still kind of am in some aspect of my life, kind of, but it wasn't like before where I was like a kid and I didn't know what I was doing. You know, it was like I was a kid. But the point is that when you're a kid, especially if you're this shy introvert like me, who was very very shy back then, like you're gonna have a hard time believing in yourself. Like you're gonna have time, and I keep saying believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. What I mean is having confidence in yourself. I'm not saying go chase your dreams, like follow your heart. Like that's not what I'm trying to say here. Like the heart is wicked above all things. That who can know it, right? Like it's that's what I'm trying to say. Not trying to say like okay, go chase your dreams. Like go follow your heart. Like it's not what I'm saying. That's like the flesh, and that's like not what I'm trying to say. Like what I'm saying is like having confidence in yourself. As a kid, you're not gonna have any confidence, and especially as a shy kid, because obviously kids are different. Are different nowadays, especially with the social media stuff going on. Back then, I didn't have social media. I had like, I guess Facebook. And that was the only, and Twitter, I think, and that was the only thing that was like, I guess, new to the scene. Instagram wasn't a thing yet. TikTok wasn't a thing yet. It was like back then. It was just Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. That was like, especially MySpace. That was back then, and that sort of stuff. But nowadays is that a lot. It's magnified. It's gone a lot worse. It's good in a good extent where like you're being informed about certain things, or certain topics, or stuff. In a certain extent, it really is good to have social media so you be informed. You know, I stuff. But in other sides, it's also really bad because there's a social media culture where it's like you're addicted to social media. You become addicted to social media, and that's where kids are nowadays. Where like they're addicted to TikTok or like Instagram or YouTube or this certain platform, and like they kind of make their I guess their idol, and like it's really bad. But in this social media phase is like completely different. That's what I'm trying to say. Kids are different now. They're a lot more like, I guess, difference. Back then I don't know, I was different. I was very different to my other friends in high school or whatever. I was very shy. They were all like, you know, doing their thing, whatever. But my thing for me was like that I was very very shy. I almost talked to no one because I was really shy. I was really insecure. And when I did, it was only for like a certain like handful of people that was like, okay, I trust these people. Like I can talk to them, like whatever. So yeah, the thing is, like, yeah, like there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of peer pressure, but what I'm trying to say is that when you have no confidence in yourself, know that God is with you. Know that God is like, He believes in you, because there's times where like, you know, back then I was in high school, college. It was like, you know, I'm like, you know, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I have enough confidence to say, you know what, I can do this, I can do that. You know, I can do it. You know, I wasn't like that. I was like, you know what, I don't really know how to do anything. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know, I was a kid. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. So, essentially, you know, you don't really believe in yourself, and it takes a toll, and it goes into depression. It goes into suicidal thoughts. It goes into anxiety. It goes into a whole bunch of dark stuff. And this is what I'm trying to say with high schoolers nowadays, with middle schoolers. It's a lot hard. It's a lot harder now, because of social media, because of these certain things that's happening, where people can easily go to a website and they can look at inappropriate stuff. Like, you know, it's like crazy. It's crazy. So social media is like everywhere. And that's something. It could be a good thing, but it can also be a really bad thing, where you can be easily addicted to social media, easily addicted to pornography or whatever. Like, it's really really easy to get addicted to something, especially in this nowadays social media. But back then it wasn't like that. It was really different. Social media, when I was a teenager, social media just began. Social media was just like, it wasn't even called social media. It was just called Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, whatever. It was back then. It was like that. And we had like Nokia phones or like Boost mobile phones or whatever. Like, it wasn't even iPhone yet. So it was that. It was just starting, and like now it's everywhere. So, but back then I really, and I know I'm going off topic from this, but like back then the point I'm driving home, is that I really was insecure, and I did not have confidence in myself. And nowadays there's certain people, certain kids who probably are probably watching this video, probably like thinking like I feel really down on myself. I feel like I'm worthless. I feel like I'm useless. Like I don't, you know, I'm not good. You know, I'm not. You know, I have this like dark. They're in this dark environment where it's like they're feeling suicidal. They're feeling depressed and all that stuff, and that's where it goes. So when you have no confidence in yourself, it's kind of like very hard to have friends. It's very hard to have friends because of the low self-esteem, this insecurity you have. It's like very hard, and it leads to a dark path. It can lead to a dark path, like where you have no confidence in yourself. Like you kind of feel like, you know, I'm not really, you know, I'm not. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel. I don't see myself in a good way. Like I don't like myself. You know what I mean? That's how I was back then. It was like I don't like myself how I am. But the thing is, it doesn't matter about the outside. It matters about the inside. That's what I've learned throughout the years, is that it doesn't matter how good you look or appearance wise or whatever. It's about the heart. It's about what you have inside. And that's what, since I got saved, I'm like, you know what? This is so true. Like, this is not about appearance. This is not about images or whatever. Like, who really cares, you know? Like, it's about the heart. It's about what you have inside and what, you know, you can do to serve God. You can do to serve God, to help other people if you are willing to do so with a good heart, right? So it's like, it doesn't matter about anything materialistic, anything physical. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's all about the heart. It's all about what you have inside, you know. The good intentions you have, like, right, but I mean, obviously no one is good. No one, obviously, again, I'm phrasing that, but it's true. I mean, we came to Christ, we like before we were wicked people, sinners, and we came to Christ, but now we're saved and we can do a lot of good being saved to bring people to Christ and all that stuff. And winning souls for Christ is what really matters. And that's what I learned throughout the years, is that it doesn't really matter what you have, any money, possessions you have, anything you have, money, popularity, whatever you have. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it matters what the only thing that matters is that you have a relationship with Christ, and that's really it. So the point that I'm trying to home again is that I did not believe in myself. I know a lot of kids don't believe in themselves and have confidence in themselves and you know, and all that stuff. And that's actually a lot of that made me think of what other people thought, right? Like what other people think about me, or what other people think, like, you know, like these where are they gossiping about me or whatever. Like, it's kind of that insecurity, that type of insecurity. Like, who really cares what they think about you? They're just people, right? They're people. Like, they're not God. But I only care what God thinks. I only care what God says. What God says about me, that I am a child of God. It is written, right? As soon as you are saved, you're a child of God. It is written, right? That is really what matters the most, right? Who cares what people think about you? Who cares what people, you know? Who cares, really? Really, it doesn't really matter. So it was those types of insecurity that it was really like naive, and it was just a naive mindset. It really was. It was a really kind of dumb mindset that I had as a kid. And I was a kid, so like I didn't know what I was thinking or saying. Like, I didn't know. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. It matters what God thinks, what Jesus thinks, right? And He says we're a child of God. As soon as you're saved, Holy Spirit is within you. You're changed forever. That is what matters. You're a child of God. Period. Right? So that's what I'm trying to say here, guys. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are going through suicidal thoughts, anxiety, even homelessness, all that stuff. It's getting tougher and tougher, especially with the price spikes, or whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it, the inflation, whatever you want to call it. Especially with the prices rising up, it's getting harder and harder for people to survive. A lot of people are going homeless. The housing market is going downhill. Gasoline is terrible. It's just the train wreck. So it's getting harder, and that leads to suicide. That leads to a lot of suicide, anxiety, depression. A lot of people, wanting to commit suicide because of financial troubles. Right, right. It's like having very low security about yourself. Very, insecurity about you, what you're gonna do, financial stuff, financial burdens, what's gonna happen, right? If you're gonna be able to eat the next day, if you're gonna have food the next day to eat, food on your table, all that stuff. It's getting more difficult and difficult for all of us, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got something from this, and I hope you guys are blessed by the video and all that stuff. So if you guys like the content, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.